Hello everyone, welcome to CFC Fan TV. This is my live match review. Chelsea have just lost against Tottenham 3-1. They haven't won at the Bridge in something like 28 years, which is just shocking. And I think, it just sums up our season, doesn't it? It's such a shame. I won't lie, I wasn't confident going into this game. I knew we had to get top four, but we're 8 points off now. It's not going to happen. We're not going to have Champions League football next season, unless there is some sort of miracle. But the reason I don't think it can be done this time, I mean, us stopping Tottenham winning the league last time, although I don't want to compare it to that because it's two different things, but that sort of happened and they sort of finished third instead of second, if anything, because we were such a good team and we really went out there fighting and everything. But this, we haven't really done anything to show what we can do. We take the lead. I thought Morata's goal, let's start off with that. I thought Morata's goal was great. I mean, he's good in the air, isn't he? And he seems to be back on the score sheet, which is fantastic. But we don't really have anything else. We make too many mistakes, and I always worry when you let in a goal before half time. I thought Eriksen's goal was really good, and that's why I've said in my previous interviews that he is one of those players that scares me. And yeah, I don't know what to say really. I think when you do that before half time, when you let in a second goal, when you let in a goal before half time, you really need to be really doing everything you can to get back into the game in the second half. And we let in 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes, something like that, 62, 66. It's really not that good. And I didn't expect that actually. I didn't expect us to come out in the second half that poor. I'm just listening to what you guys say here. I'm having a little look around. He had to wait 80 minutes to change the team. I mean, I don't really know who's he meant to bring on. You guys tell me who's he meant to bring on, because everything we've tried this season, which is why I find it so hard to do a team sheet before the game, because we haven't had a good season. I think Conte came out and said we've had the season we deserve or something, and I have to agree with that. I'm not saying he's not at fault sometimes. I'm just saying that we never got the players that we should have gotten, or that I think there's players out there we could have got that would have made the team stronger, and we haven't really bothered to do that. Conte out, goal right on TLC, goal right on half time changes it. Yeah, it does. It always changes a game. I think if we'd have got into the second half a goal up, it would have played to our advantage. I think when you let a goal in before half time, especially a good goal like that, I'm just watching the repeats now. It's sort of kills the game off a little bit, and you've got to come out the stronger team, and we don't have the quality in our side. Let me know what are your thoughts on Moses, because a lot of people on Twitter ranting about Moses, how he can be influential at one part and then he can cause a mistake for the next goal. So let me know what you think about Moses. I'm waiting for your thoughts here. At least we're still above Arsenal, right? Is Hazard injured? Not that I know of. I'm not sure yet. Magical Fabregas, Costa come back. I don't think Costa will ever come back to Stamford Bridge, if I'm being honest. I think that time has been and gone. I think we've got errors all over the shot, I don't think it's just generally... Yeah, Mohamed Ali, it says Moses bang average. Moses did all right in the first half. I'm just trying to listen to all your thoughts. So many of them. Does the management back Conte? I don't know. I have no idea. I think, like I say, for me, it's very hard to just fully blame Conte on this whole season, because we haven't had the players that he wanted or he felt that he needed to win the league. And if we had those, maybe things would be different. Second-handedly, we have brought in players like Giroud and whatever, and they haven't really got much of a chance. If Conte goes, I need somebody to give me a really, really good replacement, because I think we're going to get to the point where we just run out of managers, unfortunately. What do you think about Morata? I've been really, really critical of Morata this season. I think rightly so. I think you need to toughen up to play in this league. I think him getting the opening goal today shows, he does have it in him. Does he have it in him to really be, a fully strong striker throughout the entire Premier League season next season? I don't know. That's something that I wouldn't say I completely agree with. But yeah, again, I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Ty says Moses out. Yeah, Moses. You know, I understand why everyone's frustrated because he does make silly mistakes, but I think he is the main reason why we won the league. I think people forget how good he can be. I think Charlie actually is not that much of a fan of Moses, if I'm being honest. I don't think he's the biggest fan. I think there are a lot of reasons as to why, you know, there's a lot of reasons as to why like quite a few players shouldn't be in the team, you know, and like I say, I think since we've lost our core players, like our core leadership, we don't really have anyone that is there to sort of stabilise things. Unfortunately, there isn't anybody. If you guys can tell me one, that would be fantastic, but I don't see that, unfortunately. JF says Moses is beyond below average. I wouldn't say he's below average. I think, like I say, it's very hard for me to comment on players this season or to pick one individual, because I think everybody collectively has had their good and bad days. To let our record go against Tottenham in this way, I'm not shocked. I'm quite sad that it's happened. I think everyone's going to be absolutely fuming, especially when you take the lead. But it's not surprising. You know, you can't say at the moment that we are a better team than Tottenham, because they have some fantastic players. They came here to win, they didn't come here to draw. So all credit to them to do that. And it's hard to say anything positive about Tottenham because they are my most hated team. Everybody knows that I hate Tottenham the most. But you can't deny they have a better team structure at the moment than we do. Do they have better players? I think they have some equally as good players, but they have a better team structure, and that's sort of the difference at the moment. And I think they've got a fantastic manager who's sort of built them very well, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few years they start winning trophies, but I don't see it happening this year. Next question. Oh, a lot of Moses. Since he earned a new contract, he's becoming complacent. Moses. I mean, I don't know. I like I said, I don't really know what to say. A lot of you are Conte out now. Do me a favour, comment and tell me Conte in or Conte out, because a lot of you say Conte out. Okay, Alvi says Conte out. Conte in, most out. Okay, a few ins. Oh, maybe it's more in than out then. Conte in, Conte out. I think it's maybe just, I think probably 60% of you are saying, oh no, hold on a minute, maybe not. It's 50-50. It's half of you are saying in, half of you are saying out. Yeah, listen, I think this has been a very upsetting day, more upsetting than it should be. Because I think you have to take away the shock factor that we've lost today. It's not a shock that we've lost today. It's a huge disappointment. I think Conte won't be happy. Talks around his future, I don't know. I think this is sort of the point in the season where, you know, we haven't got top four. We aren't going to achieve top four. If anybody thinks we're going to achieve top four, then I think they're a little bit crazy, if I'm being honest. It's great to be hopeful. I've been hopeful in the past, but I don't see us achieving top four now, which is such a shame. And like I say, yeah, I see some good play in us, I do. And especially in the first half, I saw some good play. I saw some good fight in the team. I saw a little bit more togetherness. I saw some good passes here and there. And the second half just sort of seemed, and the thing is, I think when you let in a goal like that, a lot of you think it's Moses' fault, but I just think it's a fantastic strike from Eriksen anyway. Like I say, the second half, you need to come out even stronger, and I don't think we have that ability in our team to do that. I don't think we have the depth or the strength in our team to get back into a game when we're playing against a side like Tottenham, who, let's face it, like I've said, are extremely well structured. By Hazard. The Hazard and Courtois situation, I think we're going to have to see how that pans out over the summer. I wouldn't be surprised if Courtois left. I think Hazard still has a few more years in him. I'm not really a fan of the fact that players don't get top four and they leave, because I think, you know, you take responsibility for your form that season. Yeah, I think we needed more players this season. I think Conte knows that as well. I think Conte has made a few errors in judgment when it comes to substitutions. But at the end of the day, I don't think we would be winning the league regardless of either. I think Man City have flown ahead. Hello, Europa League. Yeah, seems like we're going to be in the Europa League. You know, let's let's discuss that for a second. The Europa League is not a competition to not be proud of being in. I remember when we were back in it and we won it, and I was in Amsterdam and cheering the boys on, and I thought it was a fantastic competition to be in. Everybody wanted to win the Europa League, so I don't think it's a case of bashing the Europa League and saying it's not a real competition, because it is a real competition. It's just the fact that at the moment we've not been able to achieve what we should be achieving every year, which is top four for a top club like Chelsea FC. We should be achieving top four. So you can be disappointed in that sense, but you can't really bash the Europa League itself. I don't like that. It's more Arsenal-esque. Well, yeah, I mean, they're going to be in it as well, aren't they? Maybe. Okay, last questions then before I go. Bakayoko, Fabregas, Moses out. I'd be interested to see what happens next season now. I think it's a wake-up call for the board. I think they know that we need to have major reinforcements. I think we are in a stage where if we don't get the right players, if we don't start making smart decisions, this will happen year in, year out. You know, I look at Man City, I look at United, they bring in good players. They have good quality, reliable players, as well as we seem to bring in players. We don't really have... We've got good players. We don't have players that seem to know how to play together. We don't really have a set place for Fabregas. We don't really have a... You know, you complain that we play Bakayoko, but who else is there? You know, you guys tell me a suitable replacement, because when Fabregas comes into the team, it doesn't necessarily seem to work. The only person we can say that really is worthy of his place in the team is Kante, and that happens every week. Greg, Sophie out. Unfortunately, I won't be going anywhere, Greg, but thank you for that. Okay, anyway, guys, it's been great to talk to you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It's such a shame now. I'm watching the highlights and just thinking, oh my God. Yeah, that Dele Alli goal was fantastic. You can't deny that Dele Alli either. He's a fantastic player. It's unfortunate to say. I hate saying anything nice about Tottenham. Everybody knows this, but it's true, you know, unfortunately. Sophie in. Thank you. At least one person wants me in. You know, I think a lot of people will be surprised that I'm this upbeat, but it's just because I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that this happened. I'm disappointed that we've ended our good record against them at Stamford Bridge, but it was only a matter of time, and it sums up our season. I said our season has the potential to be fantastic, or it has the potential to be even worse, and I don't see us winning a trophy this season. You know, we've got the cup, but I don't see us winning that. You know, we're out of top four now. There's very, very little to play for. I think morale will be down in the team, and as much as I want to be positive, and I hope to be by Monday, I just don't really see everything going. Now we're out. How I saw us play against the Champions League was sort of we don't really have that spark, you know. We need that spark back, and I'd be interested to know your thoughts on how we get it back. So comment below. How do we improve this team? How do we improve this team going into next season? Who needs to go? Who needs to leave? Are you Conte in? Are you Conte out? Did you expect today's performance? Sorry guys, sorry I can't bring you much more fun news.